Good morning, guys. Sorry, I had my microphone on mute that entire time. Stream or fail, right? I'm a better trader than I am a streamer, unfortunately. Sorry about that, guys. So good morning. Good morning, traders. We had some news come out there. Existing home sales, a little bit of a underperform. We have a little bit of volume coming in here. We're approaching lower band. We do have this area right here of interest where we would re-enter value. Right now, it's still kind of a short, but we did have a big sell-off, so I'd be a little bit cautious of reclaiming levels here. Took a little bit of an offer there at 57 even. Bid 56 3/4. Filled. So this would be a price discovery continuation short right here, guys. So far it's working on ES. And Q is a little further behind. It's trading around at the second deviation band. I'd be very careful of a return to value trade here. We do have a point of control of this distribution at 59.5. So we might get a bit of a return to value on this distribution down here, but it's super weak. So, and we're not all that far from weekly VWAP, which is about 49.5 as well. So we'll see what we do here. We are building a bit of a distribution. We do have a bit of a separator.
We have posted out the Eurozone consumer confidence flash report for
Pretty
July.
much lower band here to about 57.25. Good morning to Jody, Tamara, Norm, Guji, Neo, Smart Crasher Smith. Good morning, LJ Biz, Jaden, Super Dave. Yeah, sorry about the sound, guys. Appreciate you reminding me. Good morning, Carlos. DPS 17,000. Oxter, good morning. So it looks like we want to push through this level. Let's see. Or whether we get the actual textbook setup, which is a price discovery continuation short right here. We could take that about to 48.5. NQ doesn't have a setup. Dow had a setup off lower band fade value or extremes, and Russell's having a bit of a return to value here. We can break above this 57.5 and start trading above that. I'm interested for a little bit of a return to value, or at least a 59.5. Be right back, guys.
The stocks move lower. S&P 500 up 0.2%, Nasdaq down 0.02%, the Dow up about 0.48%.
And this is the level I want to start trading above. But so far, yeah, I kind of like it. Oops. Long at 57.75. Nice. All right, we have a bit of a return to value trade here.
White House released a statement on unveiling for AI action plan.
All right, so we did have the initial reaction, point discovery, price discovery short at lower band, at low volume. No, we just pushed through it. And now we have a valid return to value long on ES. NQ still trading by lows. Gold also looks like a bit of a return to value, but also this is the value area high in the regular trading hours. So be careful longing right there. We did have a bit of a rejection there. Let's see if I can get a little bit of a long 58.25. Oh, man. Choppy. That was weird.
Trump is to promote rapid build-out of data centers for AI. And White House says US is to remain
Not a fan.
development work.
58 even, long. Offer 58.25. I got a bid at 57.25. Hit. Offer 58.25. Like it's slowly bleeding out of here. Oh, no. So that offers at 58.25. Lifted. Done. Dusted. Jason, this is at 9:30 a.m. So this is the anchored volume profile. So it just appears on the left side of the screen. It's anchored at 9:30.
And from the White House, they say AI action plan identifies over 90 federal policy actions.
Mustafa, they have not moved me live. And I'm fine with that. To be honest, I'm not crazy. I can go live on my own. I don't need them to go live. I think the bigger opportunity for me is copy trading sim accounts. As crazy as that sounds.
Might as well. We did put out the June 2025 performance being retweeted through as well.
That model is kind of like broken. They need to figure out a better solution for live traders. The incentive is just not there. So I have Globex open as the session. That's on the hourly. This 5-minute chart, it's the regular trading hours open, 9:30 a.m. on ES and NQ, 8:20 a.m. on gold. Gold getting a little bit of a rally here, guys. A little bit of a V-shaped recovery on gold. Mr. Algo, salute. Hey guys doing out there in YouTube land? Good morning to everybody. We trade the VWAP Wave system here. Some scalping. We have a lot of members who hold long. Oh, so interesting story, Corey. So top one futures, right? Everybody was like crying because they didn't take people live. Out of like the 15 traders that they took live, 12 blew their accounts within a week. So it's no surprise that they're not like rushing to take people live. There's a reason behind it. And it's not because like these, Everybody who's getting payups are being taken live as our awesome traders. Gold back testing lower band here. Could be a return to value back test long. That's also the initial balance high from yesterday. Interesting level. Selling off pretty hard, but this is the level, the long from 26, even.
As Speaker Johnson begins work on follow-up tax bill, seeking for passage. Again, seeking passage, seeking for passage.
Let's see if we get the back test here. Nope. Get back in. I don't like that flush. Five, 7. I get stopped out again. Damn it. All right. Take a little break there. I've had no problem. I don't trade like this with top one for the because of the top one
Johnson currently speaking of
10-second rule. But with the other prop firms, I can trade like this. But I've gotten multiple payouts from top one, no problem. 10-second rule has not been a problem.
It's speaking to a reporter from Bloomberg.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mustafa. Spartan, I've taken a ton of trades. Ton of trades. I was up over $1,000. I gave up half those profits already. It's all right. I'll get it back. Not holding on to those things. Keep me in the game here. Mm. NQ is weak, huh? Right, and Q's back up to lower band here, 186.5. Kind of the top of the distribution we've formed here on ES. Right around here. Brings us to VWAP, actually. Point of control here. It's 60 even. No, I don't think Powell's speech impacted the market much. I think what impacted the market last night was that trade deal with Japan. We have some quite choppy conditions down here in ES. NQ, same story. About a 30-point range on NQ. We're working with a 5-point range on ES.
Tendency to go down to get the EI crude oil inventories forecast is for a draw of 1.5 million. Prior was a draw of 3.859 million, with a range of 0.40 million to for build. And at the low end, we're looking for a draw of
58.5.
Gasoline inventories forecast is for a draw of 0.2 million. Prior was a build of 3.399 million. Distillate inventories looking for a draw of 1.25 million. Prior was a build of 4.173 million. Crude Cushing inventories prior was build of 0.213 million. So looking at the API data that we had yesterday, the API crude oil stock change came in at a draw of 0.577 million compared to the prior of a build of 0.8 million. Also, the other data, crude Cushing stock change came in at a build of 0.314 million compared to prior of a build of 0.1 million. Gasoline stock change came in at a draw of 1.228 million compared to prior build of 1.9 million. And distillate stock change came in at a build of 3.48 million compared to the prior build of 0.8 million.
Chop it away. It's nice long there. About 2 points. Yes. We have built some structure down here on NQ. Looks like we can make that extension to VWAP. We will have an initial balance here soon. So the podcast is coming out this Saturday that I did with Austin Silver and ASFX. So that'll be cool. If we start trading above this, well, interestingly enough, we're building another distribution right where the low volume node was on Monday. So this is kind of a place to short, you know. Do you have the distribution? I would like a little excess price to short though. It's kind of what I'm looking for. I'll take a starter here. Yeah. Kind of looks like a long, doesn't it? But we have a low volume node right here. I do expect some excess price to VWAP. I just don't know if we're going to get it now or it's going to dump a couple more times before it does it. So not crazy about longing a breakout here.
White House says AI plan calls for open source and open weight AI models to be made freely available by developers for anyone in the world to download and modify. Also, 5 minutes away until we get the crude oil data.
All right, here it comes.
Also, White House AI plan calls for Commerce Department to research Chinese AI models for augment with Chinese Communist Party talking points and censorship. 5 minutes away from the bottom of the hour, the EIA crude oil inventories forecast is for a draw of 1.5 million compared to a prior build of 3.59 million. Gasoline inventories forecast is for a draw for spot 2 million compared to the prior build of 3.399 million. Still in inventories looking for a draw of 1.25 million.
That was nice.
4.173 million.
See if we get some continuation.
Prior was a build of 0.213 million.
Oh, come on. Came all the way back. Bastard. I don't like it anymore now. I'm not going to short it again. That was strong. That looks like they're trying to push it through. But this is the spot. I Got a bid at 61.5 at 61.25. A lot of this selling's being absorbed. 61.5 hit.
One minute going down, lead on EI crude oil inventories.
We got crude oil inventories coming here. Bid at 62.
House Speaker Johnson is over to amending Federal Reserve Act. Says legal authority around firing Fed chairs unclear. Over to reforming Fed, but depends on details. Johnson says he is disenchanted with Fed chair power. It's 10 seconds to go now to the crude oil inventories.
All right, what do we do here? Initial balance set.
169 million, a draw 3.169 million. The expected draw of 1.5 million. So it's a bigger than expected draw there. Gasoline inventories, a draw of 1.738 million, a draw of 1.738 million, compared to the expected draw of 0.20 million. Distillate inventories, build of 2.931 million, a build of 2.931 million, compared to the expected draw of 1.25 million. And Cushing inventories coming in at a build of 0.55 million, 0.455 million.
Shit. Okay. Man, slow going now. There, that was the rejection I was looking for. Above VWAP trap. Nice black ice on ES. Where's the rejection? Hell of a rejection. Look at that sucker. Man, right trade idea. Yeah, I had it marked out tomorrow. It's on my screen. Now, is this the washout long? Like we got yesterday? 'Cause look at that strong V recovery. Man, it took me a long time to get back to close to 1,000. Forget RSI, let go of the MACD, or any of those. We go lower. Man. I take a little more. Hopefully we hold here. God damn. Lower band. Nice bounce there. Back to point of control. Can we traverse? Fade value area extreme trade right there, guys. Who caught that? On ES. I'm in way too early. Off point of control. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. higher time frame. Crazy. All right, well, let's see if we get lower. A hell of a push deck. If this ticks me out. Yeah, son of a bitch. Wow. That was the worst. Absolute worst. It's wicking everybody out to both sides down here on this distribution. Up, down, up, down. Yeah, I see it, Mustafa, now. That's why I have a little more conviction on the short. But obviously we're at point of control, so it can chop here for a while. Oh, Chuck's here. Our pivot point trader is here. I would have just kept my position. I would have hit profit target. See, that's where reversing, guys, can screw you. I literally reversed at the bottom tick where my stop was. Totally screwed me. Let's see if we can go lower. I'm all in. Let's go to 350. Weekly lower band? Well, I'm all in here. We're either going to break swing high above that VWAP rejection, or we're going to make new lows. One of the two. I'm done at either point. Keeps making lower highs too. Ugh, dude. I would have just stuck with that last trade. What a bonehead. Morning, Ollie. Yeah, there's a full 8-module course in there for you in the Discord. If you do the free trial for a week. Yeah, give me that woulda, coulda title. What do you think we break first, guys? IB mid or IB low?
Iran agrees to visit by IAEA technical team in coming weeks to discuss relations between UN nuclear watchdog and Tehran. It's according to Iran's Deputy Foreign Minister, Gary Babad.
Only 20 points away from IB low on NQ.
That's according to Iran's Deputy Foreign Minister, Gary Babadi.
About 30 points away on IB mid.
Further detail to that, IAEA technical team will not visit Iran's nuclear sites. Again, from Iran's Deputy Foreign Minister, Gary Babadi.
My stop is at 65. The swing high. All right, well, what else we get? I'm gonna let this trade pan out, and I'm going to switch over to my Tradeabate. So I'm overwatching this one. Yeah, Steven, those are actually some new evals I'm working on in that account. This is my take profit trader account now. They're top step. I generally only do the straight to funded on top one. Not evals. I don't know why. I think if I'm gonna do the whole eval thing, I want like bigger payouts. I'm okay with the smaller caps if I'm straight to funded, I guess. Gold is interesting. Let's see what we got here. Let's build ourselves a little bit of a point of control, per usual. God damn. Super chop. Hey, $25 is better than no dollars, isn't it? And the XFA or what?
Freeport McMoran, CEO, says, I'm not aware of any exemptions at this point for US copper tariff imports.
Well, it certainly is a lot of chop. You know, we break a level, you know, and it I mean it was a nice fade value area extreme long. I was in early, so I cut it. I got bottom ticked out. Reversed. to VWAP and value area high on the regular trading hours. Watch, it'll liquidate all the shorts and then drop again. The higher time frame chart is just such trash. It's not a long and it's not a short. I mean, it's more short than it's a long on the higher time frame. But it can go up a lot before it resumes its path short, which is the great frustration of being a day trader, waiting for that to happen and probably being liquidated before it does. This thing can grind up for the next hour and then zhoof, down. Instead of come, let's just call it delta. How about that? Just delta. Come delta sounds weird. Let's just call it the delta. There goes, short liquidation, including mine. We get another rejection from here. I have a feeling it's going to do one of these huge wicks as it liquidates all the shorts above 65. And then it's going to go back into the value area. Stop everybody out. Then go down. Yeah, but it can trade through the low volume node and then reject. Every dip gets bought. There's like no short continuation ever in this market. Look at NQ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green candles in a row. Straight up. No real setup. I guess you got a double bottom if you're trading price action. Almost the fade value extreme long on the IB. Guess that could have been the setup. Goes. IB mid. Who said IB low? You were wrong.
Springport from Moran says building a new US copper smelter will be very challenging.
There's VWAP. Now that they tapped out all the shorts, big wick on NQ. Now they can drop it. Now that they stopped out all the shorts, longs took their profit. At least I nailed it in my take profit trader account. That was good. This thing goes all the way back down. I'm gonna be so annoyed. Stop me out perfectly to both sides. VWAP Bounce came through. Back down a lower band on NQ. It's making this kind of lower. All right, well, I have profit target in this one at least. That was good. You know what's kind of crazy is I had these risk settings set in my top step and they didn't trigger. It's fucking weird. Why would it not trigger? All right, let's give it another try. I am always getting new account share because I have to trade on stream for 2 hours a morning. It's a little different situation. Yep, Jody, that's usually because I don't leave myself with much drawdown. I'd rather take the money, lock in, I don't know, $11,000, and then we'll start a new account for 1,000. I start the combines for $700, 750 for 5. I like the top step. I like top step. I also like top one straight to funded, and I like take profit trader, the 150K. So those are kind of the mix I've been trading for the most part on stream. Now it's chopping through what used to be a low volume node. That low volume node does not exist anymore. Now we have a bigger distribution on ES. Russell's up 1% here, guys. All right, we're back in business. So we got a lower high. It does just hit different, doesn't it? I agree with you. Still pretty darn bullish up here, guys. After that move. Going. guys. I am just not having the best day here. Long off of point of, well, trade that one account good or well. Let's go. There we go. Let's see if we can go. Break back of a VWAP. Let's see. There really aren't any nodes on NQ. It's kind of just a well-formed distribution. You'd have to look at the composite, and then even then, we're in all-time high area, so we don't have a whole lot of levels up here, guys. It's very far and few in between. Let's go. Let's destroy this VWAP. This is value area high. Can we leave this node? There we go. Through VWAP. Let's go. Or 10 points, I'll hit profit target on this account here. I'm going to reject that VWAP again. This is why trading level to level, guys. So frustrating. Can't get a good move because it just gets to an inflection level. Sells off. Stop me out. Try it again. Yeah, it was a good long reload. See if we can get some more than 5 points out of it. Delta is still bullish. Trying to be patient now. How about 5 minis on a 50K account? Back at VWAP. Ba-boom. Here we go. 1500. Done. Dusted. Not without its frustration, guys. I mean, essentially, we're playing inside out, center of the distribution to the edge on a day like today. either fading the edges or, trying to catch inside out. As far as setups, we had a couple of price discovery shorts. Take a look at these. That's called, Marcus, that is the breakout trending scalping indicator from Zierman. Check it out there. Good. Just filled me and then rejected again for the third time. Even though the delta's super bullish, it's chewing away at this level here. I was trading ES, and now I'm trading NQ. Chuck's pivot dot? No, those aren't pivot dot. You're thinking of parabolic SAR. Chuck's pivot lines are different. Another rejection at VWAP. I'm glad I just had my profit target there. Got me filled. I'm going to close these ones down. Do I dare trade my cash account, guys? I don't know. I've been having a rough week. I mean, I've hit profit targets. I've blown a couple of combines. I don't know. It's been a rough week for me, guys. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Not everybody has not every day is just like on fire. I will be on fire again. This week has not been it. It started Monday. Yeah, you're right, Corey. Well, and also that's why I'll trade the evaluations and combines and stuff, guys. It lowers my risk and allows me to trade with you guys as well. Looks like another long. Will it break this time? It keeps making higher lows, so they keep trying to bust through this level. Yeah, but the delta's going up and up. Look at the delta. Look at that delta. They're trying to buy through it. A lot of passive sellers there. Thank you, Degen Rehab. I did okay. I hit profit target in 2 accounts and I lost a couple of combines. Not a big deal. That's right. Come back tomorrow. Who said that? Chris, what was that for an indicator that you checked? The BTS? You can find that here. It's not free. So just heads up. Yep, Corey, that's spot on, man. But no, my luck, I get caught in the breakout. Everything's a fade until I'm in, and then it's breakout. No, I know. It's tested way too many times. This looks like a flat top breakout now. I'm done. It's already 11:36. I hit what I wanted to hit my accounts. I'm thinking maybe I should go back to micros when I'm having a little bit of a tough time. That generally slows me down a little bit. So that podcast with Austin Silver is coming out this Saturday. I'll be sure to post it in the Discord. The trailer's out. That's just the trailer. I think that's just the trailer. Yeah, I just get, impatient. Guys, I can't tell you how many combines I've passed in the last couple of months. Let me look. How many XFAs? Same time, I've taken, over $30,000 in payouts from Top Step alone. No, more than that, 38. But I go through a lot of combines too. That's the ugly side, the non-attractive side. Everybody would like to think I just do it all in the same account over and over and over again, but that's not quite how it's been working out. Not this fast anyway. If you want to do it fast, you got to size up, and you're at risk for over leverage and blowing the account. It's just the way it works. So if you're not prepared to burn through combines and XFAs, you need to take it a lot slower to get to those payouts. Okay. I've passed 30 combines since April. Not all 150Ks. Let's do the math. Wait, I can't be right. Hold on here. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Crazy. No. No, those are practice and evaluation. All right, so here is 20. So 20. Yeah. That's a lot. Still battling with this VWAP, guys. I have a feeling it's going to break in. It's going to run. But not before it could wash everybody out first. They just tried. Imagine you don't trade with VWAP, guys. like people are like, wow, you know, this is a really strong level, 210. I wonder why. You know, it's resistance. They had no fucking clue that there's a VWAP is there. Price action traders. Richard, thanks for getting the book. Yeah, we didn't have the best band setups today. I mean, we had these, you know, we had these chop zones. We got a decent one there. Good ones here. Did not there, and then we chopped around here. And then we had a good re-entry there to VWAP. That was a good trade. Fade value are extremes. VWAP rejection. Now we're still at VWAP. Look at that delta though. Straight up. All that buying is being absorbed by somebody. Somebody is absorbed probably close to, you know, 1,800 contracts at this level. Maybe they're loading a giant short. Chuck, you loading up a giant short? 1,800 contracts? Chuck definitely shorts. I think he was short earlier because he was calling for IB low to be the next level hit, and we went to IB mid. So almost positive he was short. Now you're mofo along. You were short earlier. I know you were. Admit it. Thank you, Long Ranger. Is it going to break? Here it goes. It's trying. Yep, he was short. He was short earlier, though. Nope. Rejected again. Load it up, boys. Nope. Here come the sellers. Up. How it breaks. All in. The reject. Rejected again. The buyer's getting exhausted yet? I don't think so. Here comes. Close this one. Not exactly the break. I don't think everybody was looking for. But if it holds, it can keep going. Womp, 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 womp. Here goes. All right, guys, we're coming up here on the 12 o'clock hour. Any questions? I've been demonstrating the DOM scalping logger, so that works a lot better on ES than it does NQ. It's a little easier to manage. All right, NQ is green, just like that. It's red, it's green, it's red. This market can't go down. This market doesn't go down. Kidding? We got a runner. Got 20 points if anybody caught that long breakout VWAP when it finally happened. Nice move. Damn. Oh, fuck. Oh, if you're short, you're fucked now. Look at that.
Keep an eye on the S&P 500, seeing movement towards the upside here. Still quite headlines related to the news.
Dang.
So yeah, the S&P 500 jumps 0.5% session high. Nasdaq, opportunities no headlines as of yet. Still. According to the Financial Times, US and EU close in on 15% tariff deal against Financial Times. So the EU and the US are closing in on a trade.
Oh, EU. Deal with the EU. Seems like somebody was privy to that news.
Trump's track.
How did that happen? Yeah. US is getting close to a deal with the EU. Is that new all-time highs? I think it is. No, not yet. No. We got to go back up to 23.4. That certainly was bullish, wasn't it?
Further detail into the report, then the EU and US are closing in on a trade deal that would impose 15% tariffs on European imports, similar to the agreement that Trump made with Japan this week. Brussels could agree to the so-called reciprocal levies to avoid the US
229, Chuck.
30% August 1st.
Man, he could have caught another 60 points.
Both sides would waive tariffs.
I'm just kidding. Nobody knew that was going to happen, guys.
Surprises, the people said. The European Commission, which runs EU trade policy, briefed envoys from member states on Wednesday following discussions.
Crazy. Now we get the alert. All right, thanks, Financial Juice. 10 minutes later.
US stocks moving high after FT reports US and EU closing on 15% tariff deal. So the bloc will continue to prepare a possible 93 billion euro package for retaliatory tariffs set at up to 30% in case they cannot agree by August 1st.
US and EU close to a tariff deal.
Also did see movement on the upside from the S&P 500 and the euro strengthening off the back of that FTP step. European bonds fall, FT reports on the US-EU tariff discussions.
Crazy. I mean, this move was pretty obvious, but we had this. But it didn't go there straight, right? We went. This is how it went. That's what it actually did.
Euro touches today's high on FT.
Let me do that again, guys. So you don't get to feel bad that like, oh, this is, man, I played this all wrong. Let's go to the 1 minute. Right? This went like this. Dun.
We have posted out the article from the Financial Times on the feed for you to read through it again. US and EU close in on 15% tariff deal, according to the FT.
And just, you know, look at the, I mean, you're trying to pick a direction. You're getting 80 tick rotations in both directions.
Spot gold. Spot gold now down over 1%.
Yeah, gold gets smoked, huh?
SIBO volatility index hits 5-month low, last down about 0.86 points at 15.64. It's going to last down 0.86 points at 15.64 again, post the FTP.
Dow is still at highs. NQ is the only one that sold off that much. Yeah, for sure, Logger. So if you were, you know, essentially short the upper band until we started accepting above it, long. There really should have been no more shorts past, I don't know, 1150. Let's, aside from the first VWAP bounce. All right, guys, I'm going to eat lunch. If you're going to keep trading, manage your risk. Stay sharp because this, you know, it's sleepy with 2-minute, 2-point candles until there's a news drop, and then we go 100 points in 3 minutes, and then the volatility disappears again. So have fun with that. That's the market we're in. We have a VIX at 15.5, guys. VIX is down a whole point now, 6%. Welcome to 15.5 VIX trading. Whoopee. All right, guys, manage your risk, stay sharp. Feel free to use the trading lounge if you're going to continue trading. Manage your risk, stay sharp out there. We'll be back at it tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to use the Discord, continue trading. And if you have any questions or need any help, tag me. I'm always around. And we'll be back at it tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Tomorrow we have group coaching.